Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609. I'm at Rob Jagger's campground near Fort Stanton, near Capitan, New Mexico, and it is a perfect day, man. Look at this sky. I'm going to pan around here, and then I'm going to let you meet a gentleman that came by yesterday for Beer 30 and brought me some beer. His stock went way up when he brought that beer. You got me? He is maxed out. But anyway, he's very interesting. He lives in a Scamp, and I'll turn around here now and introduce you here in just a second. I'll go all the way around here and let you see this park. But yeah, this is a BLM campground, semi-improved. They got water and electric and a dump station, and then they have some camping around where there's boondocking. Anyway, well, let me let you meet the star of the show here. This is Rick, and Rick, you've been how long have you been living in your Scamp?
Well, about 6 months right now.
Let me get my speaker, this mic, I'll hold it, but I'll just point it at you. Go ahead.
About 6 months, and I intend to continue living on it. I'm going back to Wisconsin, which is where I came from last fall, probably in a couple weeks, and do a job for the summer.
Okay.
And then I'll be off again. So.
Do you have a home, a regular home?
My brother has a home where I stop at, but no, this is everything I own.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
And what were you doing before you got to Scamp?
I was working in Wisconsin, although I moved up to Hayward after. In 2006, my brother was very ill.
Okay.
And I went up to take care of him. And I lived down in Florida on a sailboat. And
now, how long did you live in a sailboat?
well, I lived on a couple of different sailboats for about 18 years.
Wow.
And I've been sailing for about 35.
You like that sailing, huh?
I did. My body is not capable of doing it now anymore. You know,
Yeah, you got to be pretty active.
Yeah, you got to be pretty. I had a couple of heart attacks, so I'm real slow at it. If I want to take a nice walk, it takes me a while.
The noise you hear is, what's the name of the dog?
Zeb.
Zeb
Z-E-B.
is having chewing on a bone or something. Oh, it's PVC or something.
No, it's a bone.
Oh, it's a bone.
Big old cow bone.
It's a big old cow bone. And talk about in heaven. I mean, that's like, let me get my shadow out.
On his
See,
little dog hammock.
yeah. Oh, he's got a dog hammock. Hello. You know that's dogs are treated better than humans. You know. What
I
mean?
know. I
Yeah.
know.
Let me ask you this. This is a 13-foot Scamp, right?
It is.
What year model is it?
This is a 2004, and I found it about 40 miles from my home, where I was traveling a long way to look at different Scamps.
Right.
They're hard to find.
Yeah, they are.
They're well made. They hold their value, and so I found this one 40 miles away, and I love it.
Is your Jeep a V6 or?
This is a V6. Yep, it's this is about the biggest thing it can pull because of its wheelbase,
Okay.
and but it's got a more than enough power, and
Okay.
I put a whole bunch of work into it last summer before I left. From the bottom up, all fluids, wheels, tires, exhaust system,
You cleaned it up good.
went through the transmission and changed the oil and everything. So it's been perfect. I get about 14. I've had as high as 18, according with the wind, you know, and as low as 8. So
Yeah, that's my phone ringing. I'll just let it ring though. But anyway, so how much does the Scamp weigh, the 13-footer?
this one, it varies. It depends on their layout and what they have in them. This particular one has what they call a forward bathroom, which is instead of a bench seat, they have a forward bathroom.
Right.
And it has a 10-gallon holding tank and a china bowl toilet. Then there's it had a furnace in it, propane furnace, which I didn't find very efficient.
No, I hear you. No, they're not. But let me just mention this. You know, if you want to see what the inside of a Scamp looks like, just go to the Scamp homepage and you can look at the layout for the 13-footer. The reason we're not doing the inside, and a lot of you will ask why we didn't do the inside, you know, he lives in this thing. He's got all his stuff scattered out, and I respect that. So, you know, he's outside here relaxing. I thought I'd just do a video. I noticed he does have a what do you call it? That thing on the roof there?
The awning?
Yeah, the awning. See there? I knew that was what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been nice.
Was that there when you got it?
It was. It was there when I got it. I did add a mesh awning that you can put down the front.
Okay.
And like these big nails that hold my rug down.
Yeah.
It holds it down and makes it really stable in a heavy wind.
Something else I noticed, you got a max vent.
Right. I
Max
put
vent?
that in after I took the air conditioner out.
Oh, you put that in and just fit right in there, right?
Mhm.
Same size. And you also have some kind of cell phone signal booster you were talking about.
Right. It's a Wii Boost. Can't remember the number. I think it's a 150. It's their smallest Wii Boost. And it's designed basically to work out of vehicles, but it works really good. I put it on a little PVC antenna
I see it up
stand,
here.
and it goes inside to an amplifier and then plugs into 12 volt, and it does quite a good job.
Well, how many bars of signal do you get here?
Right now it's showing I'm getting about 3,
Well, if
sometimes
you're getting
more.
3 here, that's good because normally you get 1.
I know the camp host says he has to go down the road 2 miles.
Well, he can actually get a signal there. It's just not much.
Yeah.
And the site number 1, right over there,
Uh-huh.
you get like 2 bars sometimes. It depends on where your phone is or whatever. But yeah, notice you got 2 5-gallon tanks or 20-pound tanks,
Right,
propane.
and I carry a third.
Oh, you carry a third.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you cook outside or anything?
Sometimes I'm not a. I cooked for years and years in restaurants, and I don't like to cook much anymore. So a lot of my cooking is making coffee.
No, I hear you. That's well, I don't.
But I do a lot of sandwiches and soups and that type of thing. So
How old is your dog?
he is 4.5 years old.
Have you had him since a pup?
No, he's a rescue dog. I got him about a year ago in last March, after I lost my other dog, and he has really turned into quite the traveling dog.
That's your best friend, right?
Yes, it is. And I took him. There's a little river down here called the Rio Bonito,
Yeah, that's right.
and we walked down there the other day. It's about a mile from
It
here.
is exactly a
Oh
mile.
my God, he loved it down there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I took video of him swimming, and he has a great time.
Well, dogs are made for outdoors.
Yep.
They're not made to live in homes.
This is true.
So you let him out here and enjoy himself. So you've got electric here only, right?
Yeah, I have electric only. I went over and got a few gallons of water to put
Right.
in my water tank
Yeah.
the other day, and
How much does your freshwater tank hold?
12 gallons.
Well, mine holds like 16.
It's weird though. I thought because the gray water tank's 25.
Yeah, my gray water's 32.
Yeah, I'm going. Why do they do?
I don't know, man. You'd think they'd give you more fresh water,
Yeah.
but anyway, that's life. Is there anything? What can you tell people about living in a small space? See, I live in a 17-foot casita that's got 84 square feet. Interior, you've got less than that.
I've got about 68 square feet, and when I lived on my last sailboat, I had about 58 square feet. So I've gone up. I've got a mansion now. And,
Yeah, I know.
Plus the
And you're-
fact that when the storm comes up, I can pull off the road, and it's not like on a sailboat where you have to spend all the time out there in the ocean dealing with the storms and the wind and the waves. And so the protection factor is a lot safer. It's only 2 dimensions rather than 3 with the ocean, but it's the space, the living space and everything is about the same, and it's just as comfortable. As a matter of fact, I think I'm in a sailboat a lot of times when I'm sitting in there.
Well, let me ask you another one, then I'll end the video. Is now that you've had this for how many years?
I've had it for about a year.
Okay, you've had it for about a year. You've been traveling quite a bit, obviously. What are the upsides and downsides of traveling in a Scamp 13-footer? Start with the ups and we'll end with the downs.
I think that the only downs are there's a little bit of drag into a heavy wind, but that's with anything.
Sure. Oh no, that's every
So
RV.
I honestly can't say that there's any downside to having this. It pulls like a dream. You don't know it's there.
No, I got that.
It's just right behind you, and I love it. I really do.
Was the bed comfortable?
Bed is really comfortable. I took the bed down. It's one of those kinds where it's a table and then the table drops down. And I added an extra 2-inch cool gel foam mattress.
Okay.
I'm happy as can be. Never wake up with a backache or anything. And so that always stays down. And then I built a separate little table inside that folds up and down.
Right.
It's right above all my maps and charts. And so yeah, it's got a little 2-burner stove in it. And
Furnace?
huh?
You got a furnace?
It had a furnace in it, which I took out because it wasn't very efficient. But I have a Mr. Buddy heater in it, and I also have an electric heater. Like when I'm here, I can plug in.
Yeah.
So.
So you got shore power?
Yeah.
Well, for the time you've been on the road, if you had it all to do over again, what would you do different? Or would you do anything different?
I don't think I'd do anything different except get going sooner.
Well, that's a good way to. Anything you want to say to the viewers about RVing or anything?
It's the most wonderful life. You meet the greatest people, and you do what you want to do. And if you just kind of keep to yourself, it works out great, because it seems like a lot of people are jealous because you're having such a good time and a good life.
Right.
So they don't want to deal with it.
All right, well, Rick,
it's wonderful.
I wish you the best of luck. Thank you very much. I'll turn around here and end the video now with my standard ending.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for letting me do the video.
You
man.
bet. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Anyway, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye from Rob Jagger's Campground, talking to Rick, living in a Scamp and traveling around the USA. You know, drink plenty, use the Amazon link, drink plenty of water. Use the Amazon link, doesn't cost you a penny. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, keep your health however you can. And yeah, one of these days, who knows, you may be out here doing this sort of thing. But anyway, adios amigos, bye-bye.